What Happened This Week podcast. Just two best friends chatting in the trailer about all the things you are thinking about. Because you never know with Kim and Tricia.
Straight out of the trailer! Hey guys, so we're coming at you back in our home studio. And we have some special guests. You want to say hello, introduce yourselves?
Hi, it's Shannon.
And I'm Michelle.
So they come today to talk a little gossipy reality TV with us. We're pretty excited.
That's your guilty pleasure.
They're our experts.
Yes, and they actually went to Stassi with us, which we actually have that recording. But I think we're going to have to give it to a forensic scientist or something.
It's not coming out.
To decode it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was probably one of the best episodes. You can hear us laughing.
Oh my God, it was so much fun. But our audio was crap.
I know. I think it's because we were there was 8 of us in the car and we were moving around the mic and there was it just wasn't stable enough.
Yeah, it sounds awful. It does sound like if it was someone in the car trying to catch somebody saying something bad for the police. And you're
right.
No, I think he just confessed.
That's right. Oh, and we also learned who your ticket was.
Yeah, so everybody has a hall pass.
Pass.
Okay, so the hall pass thing at Stassi, she talked about her hall pass. I don't know why you're making fun of me. So her hall pass and her
I just can't believe that's your hall pass.
So I said, okay, so yours was generic. I'm going to go with Mr. Hot, all right. Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
okay?
Of course.
Fine, whatever. That was a pass. That was a James won't be mad if I say Matthew McConaughey, right? So my hall pass is Garth Brooks.
And I'm is it the now Garth Brooks or the 90s Garth Brooks?
It's 90s Garth Brooks. However, though, I think what it is so as Garth Brooks got older, and I got older, obviously, I just think he's attractive. That's my type. We talk about, remember,
your dad bod. That's right.
And I think that's, he's just very manly.
Really?
He seems very manly. I don't know.
I don't know
him personally. And
his wife's name.
Girl, before you get me hot. And his wife's name is Tricia.
Oh, that's really what it is.
We're connected.
You are connected.
I can't sing though.
We got a microphone. I have to say too, we're on our new microphone setup. And actually, when we got it on Friday, I told James every time he talks to me, he had to talk to me in the mic all night. I gave him a mic, and I had it in one hand, and he had the other, and he would sit there on the couch, and he would talk into the microphone, and then I would talk into mine. Because I just felt like we were I don't know, somebody now that we have microphones. So we're coming on our new quality. So hopefully you guys, it'll sound a little better when you're listening in your car. So that's what we hope for.
Yes, we spent enough money on it.
Hell yeah, we did. Otherwise, we're going to have to return that. We're going to go at 30 days with Amazon.
Okay, it's going to be nope, this didn't work. Our podcast sucks.
I know. They'll have to go to a real studio.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Let's see. I really didn't do too much. I watched the fight last night.
Okay.
And it didn't come on until midnight.
Duh.
So, I didn't get home. I only watched 2 rounds of it. And I think the white guy won. I don't even know I don't know their names. I just know the white guy won. And I made a bet that the black guy would win. So I lost $20. Let's see. What else happened? Friday night, I don't think I really did too much. Just watching reality shows.
Yeah.
Catching up. But,
yeah.
I did yard work.
Good.
Yard work. And, it was so windy here. I kind of walked outside and I'm well, hallelujah, the wind did it for me. So how about you? Well, how was your weekend?
Mostly fair stuff. End of the fair. We had sale night. So it was, terrible. Because it's stressful until your kid goes up. We were number 52, so it wasn't early in the night. It was a little middle of the night.
You might have been up watching the fight with me. Was that late,
Well, Gavin didn't get home until 11:30. I found you better hurry up and get home. You missed curfew. You can't be driving.
That's right.
So, but it went well. He did well. He had a great buyer. Aggregator spot his pig.
Shout out to them.
Yep,
whoop, whoop.
So you need some potatoes.
And also Gringo's Landscaping.
Help buy a pig. We split a pig with Gringo's Landscape.
Just found out about that.
Yeah, Gary Cooper Construction, Gringo Landscape, and Tricia and Jason Cooper split a pig.
Love it. So
I want to know who gets the butt. You're the back third.
We can make a good Boston butt and we'll have a party.
Well, actually, the Boston butt comes from the shoulder.
Okay, well, never mind. I thought the butt,
It's all fucked up. It's Boston.
It's Boston.
I'm saying joking,
yeah.
Butt, it's never mind.
I got you. I still have to Google what cuts of meats are. I actually had a recipe for flat iron steak, and I don't know what a flat iron steak looks like. So I was Googling it in the meat section. It's also known as a flank steak.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Is that the same as a skirt steak?
I don't know. But they did have a skirt steak.
Yes.
So I need a diagram of a cow's body so I can understand. I know filet mignon is expensive, so it must come from a good part of the body.
Well, like those flank steaks and the skirt steaks, they used to come from, they used to be cheap cuts of meat, and so people learned how to prepare them, and now they've become expensive because people know how to prepare them better, and they taste fantastic.
Gotcha.
Not that matters.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's what I did, and that's today. So what about you guys?
How was your weekend, Shannon?
I had a great weekend. Mike went away to a bachelor party down in the Everglades to go airboating and camping. So I got to have a girls' night last night, which was a lot of fun. I never get to do that. And Friday night, hung out with the kids and watched movies, and now I'm here with you guys.
Whoop, whoop. Continuing on your fun-filled weekend.
Mimosas.
Yes.
With mimosas. That's right.
Yeah.
And Trisha's drinking orange juice.
Yep, healthy.
I
I'm
had to
getting
put
my folic acid.
I had to put that disclaimer out there.
Get heartburn.
Exactly.
What did you do this weekend, Michelle?
I didn't do much of anything. I just kind of hung around the house and was lazy. My kids and I ran to the mall yesterday to replace all the undergarments that the dog has taken.
Oh, gosh.
And
Do you have a puppy?
well, he's a year old, but he's still in that phase. Of,
Yes.
I want everything. So we just kind of ran around, did that, to watch some Netflix and that kind of
Nice.
stuff. So
That's nice. I need
boring.
a weekend like that.
A boring
No,
weekend.
that's a perfect weekend. With no agenda, not having to do anything.
No,
oh my God, I would
exactly.
love that.
Exactly. Yesterday we went and recorded with the girls for the hair hookup. And normally we record, I'm like in my sweats or my pajamas still, so I had to put regular clothes on. Y'all were coming today. I took a shower and did my hair this morning.
She was blow drying her hair. I was like, that's a big deal. We got guests in our trailer, in our studios. I was wearing my pajamas. Actually, when we were interviewing the girls from the hair hookup, she put color in my hair.
Yeah.
And I had a cap on the whole time.
She's like an old lady.
I did. We're going to post a picture on the
Yeah, we
website,
are.
but I had my glasses and the cap on. And I was sweating. I don't know why.
You were so nervous. I don't know why.
I was so nervous, and the color was coming down on my forehead, and I could feel it dripping. She's like, why did you get... I'm like, because I was sweating. I was so nervous. I think I was going to sit in the sun, kind of.
And it was like beating in our eyes and stuff. So, but we should talk about that. So we interviewed the girls from the hair hookup. We have, we're doing March is Make March Yours.
That's right.
So we kind of figure that in January, people make their New Year's resolutions, and maybe by March you're starting to fall off. Or are you kidding me? Maybe it was me. It's like the second week of January, but
It was January 2nd. For
exactly.
me.
I didn't make it past the first. Like usually on New Year's, like I'll make it. Like I'm gonna eat healthier, but you drink too much on New Year's Eve, so you can't start New Year's Day because you feel like crap. You got to go get McDonald's or
That's
something.
right. Did you have a New Year's resolution?
No, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know because it wasn't like I'm gonna lose weight. I mean, that's not gonna happen until June.
Right. Did you have a New Year's resolution?
No, I figure if I don't make them, then I can't break them.
Yeah. That's a good
I
one.
agree.
Yeah. I had one. Like I had 10.
Yeah.
Lose weight, eat healthy, go to bed on time.
Yeah.
All the generic stuff.
Last year I tried to do like one a month. So
Okay.
instead of committing to like a whole year, it was like, okay, for the month of January I didn't play Candy Crush. Which I know to some people may not like, that's so stupid. But it was like, I was taking up like an hour of my night playing Candy Crush. It was addictive. And so I was like, nope, I'm not picking it up for a month. And then as February 1st came, I picked that rig up. I had like 150 lives people had given me. I was really excited. So
That was like when I lost I was off Facebook for a month because I got kicked off Facebook. I still don't know why I got kicked off Facebook. You know how hard it is to get like 800 friends? I don't even like half of them. I'm just spying and watching how great their life is on Facebook and how mine sucks. So then I lost Facebook for a month and it was nice. Never got on it. I kept begging Facebook to give me back my account.
girl, you got on it.
No, on James's.
You
Just
were
had
a
to spy.
lurker. You would go on James's and try to still check people
just to see what was
out.
going on, but I wasn't on it as much.
Right, because he had his phone during the day.
He did. So then, come to find out, I still don't know why, but then I started up a new profile, and I have like 260 friends. It is hard to get more friends, because then I'm like, if I send this person a friend request, do I know this person? Oh, you know me, I'm spying. Like, I know you through somebody who's somebody.
Exactly.
Right? So I'm working on it. So if anybody gets any friend requests, I swear they're legit.
Because people think that too. That's a second one for you. It might be a spam or something.
Right,
did-
that's what I always think. So I don't accept them if I
Right.
already know somebody and I get it again.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, that's
No, exactly.
Yeah. So as soon as I started getting back up on Facebook, people were saying, is this really you?
Because Stu said that he didn't accept you because
Okay, well, Stu, when I went in Stu's phone, I was like, we are not friends because you didn't accept my request. I was pissed.
Yeah.
I went on his phone. He had 96 friend requests. I said, you have 96 people waiting to hear from you? You are leaving these people hanging, including me. So I had to go scroll through 96 people to find me.
Did you pick friends for him? Like, you should be friends with that person.
I should have. I could have just went crazy. But no, I said, let me accept my request. I said, but you need to worry about the other 95 because they're probably wondering why is it doing? Yeah. It's kind of like they don't want to be my friend. Or do you ever get a friend like this person has accepted your request and you did it like a year ago?
Yeah.
Like now you want to talk?
Yeah.
Now you.
What? Now you got nobody to talk to. They
Right.
what's going on in my life, or you heard some juicy gossip about me, and now you want to look at it.
I know. Thank God that they don't tell you when someone's defriended you though.
Yeah, thank God.
Because I'd be mortified. I'd be like, what? Why? What did I do?
There would have to be counselors for
I
that.
liked it the other day.
I commented.
I took pictures with you at the bar the other night. What did I say?
Should have, from Make March Yours, got a therapist.
Oh, yes.
I think that's probably number one. What people need is a therapist.
That's right. Because we're going to have ladies from the salon come in, talk about hair. We've got Elise from Beauty Counter.
Yep. We have the girls from the plastic surgeon.
Right. And so we're trying to nail down a dietitian or a fitness trainer.
Yeah, so, and this is something, if it works well, we'll continue to do throughout the podcast terms and things. So.
And we asked some questions that we typically would want to ask. We're just afraid to or embarrassed. Right. So we're kind of like getting to like undercover some things, not just surface level stuff. So, of course, when we have fun with them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be a little Q&A of like boring.
No, we have to definitely have some bantering. And you find out about Trish and I and all of our plastic surgery plans that after she has the baby.
Exactly. Going for a twofer. We're going to get a Groupon.
We need a Groupon and an $80,000 workup. I'm gonna be out of commission.
And a credit card. We need a credit card.
Credit card.
And a Groupon.
We might have to put our credit cards together just to get us to our credit limit. But hey, it works.
So, all right. So I think today we're going to cover some stuff. We've been watching Siesta Key on MTV. And I just started, this is what, season 3 with Siesta Key?
It is season 3.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch 1 and 2.
How dare you?
Okay,
How dare you?
But I started with 3 and I thought, if I can't catch up, like, what's going on, then I'll go back.
Okay.
But it was pretty easy. It was like watching Days of Our Lives, where like you can miss 3 months and they're still in the same. They haven't moved out of the same office.
Or
like, they're still having the same conversation.
Or you can miss 10 years and they still look the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
and the storyline's the same.
So I think for me, because I'm a newbie to the show, my biggest question on this is, why does Juliet narrate the show
Well, they always pick one person, one cast member that narrates.
per season?
No, just per show.
Okay.
So, like, she was the one that initially was set up to do it.
Okay.
So, for, like, Vanderpump, it's Stassi. For Siesta, or Southern Charm, it's Cameron, you know. So, it's like they just pick a person, and then they're the ones that kind of lay out.
How it's going.
Yeah, to keep you on track.
Okay, because I know that, because I think you all said, like, Alex's dad or whatever is, like, really helped set the show up, so I wondered why, like, maybe he didn't, like, do the thing, and, like, probably because it was his girlfriend at the time, maybe, so they said no?
She wasn't,
okay.
no.
Oh, okay, map's so off, so...
I think every girl on that show has been his girlfriend.
I caught that.
Yeah.
He's definitely been around town.
Yeah,
And
he's
they've
a little
all
bit of a
hated
player.
each other.
Yeah.
because of
Right.
it. Yeah, the girls all
Yes.
fight.
Right now, Kelsey and Juliet live together, and they were like at each
Season
other's
1.
throat. Yeah.
Yes, I caught that when they were moving in their apartment. Like, can you believe that we living together? Oh my god, I think my favorite comment that Kara girl made, she was like, I called her SpongeBob SquarePants because she has no curves.
Yes.
That was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
Oh, but she made a comment. Did you
I
hear
was
the comment when they pretty much they broke like the fourth wall
And
they
production took her off that boat.
She was saying, "I graduated high school. These people are trash."
Well, Kelsey didn't graduate. I think she got a GED or something.
But I'm like, I would think, but still, it's almost equivalent. The same. At least she graduated high school, just a different
I
format.
don't even know if she even got a GED.
Yeah, it's just, I think she's more of a privileged
Yes.
person, so she
for
has
sure.
that look down on people.
Oh, 100%.
Attitude. So that's how she's gonna cut is,
Yeah.
you know, to bring things like
Well,
that
her
up.
conversation before that was with Alex, talking about how Alex did her papers for her when they went to the University of Tampa.
Really? I didn't know he was that smart.
He's in law school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He is in
yeah.
law school. That's right. Well, you know, so going back to the original, so season 1, so his father, Alex's father, is an attorney
Yes.
in the Sarasota area, Tampa area. He has huge billboards. I actually seen one when I was in Sarasota a couple of weeks ago. And so he came came up with the concept, the idea. And then from there, and it's all about these kids that live in Siesta Key. It's, I think, one of the reasons why I enjoy it, maybe, and I know Shannon's going to tell us because she went on vacation to Siesta Key and actually ran into some of the not say characters, but some of the reality, the cast members. And I think it's because it's like close to us, right? Because we're on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. We can almost touch them.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's kind of
definitely more relatable than like LA.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So tell us about when you went to Siesta Key.
Yeah, well, last May, Mike and I went over with another couple, Ashley and Dan, just for vacation. We wanted to go to somewhere different, and Ashley and I do watch the show, so we didn't go there to go see them. Never did we think we'd run into them. They had no idea they were filming at that time. But yeah, we went over, just thought it would be a cute little town. It was between there and Key West. We go to Key West all the time, so went there, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. It's a cute town, cute little bars and restaurants, and like the second night we were there, we were eating dinner outside at a little Mexican restaurant, and notice a camera crew running around, and I'm like,
that's odd.
Yeah.
Oh, are they filming?
Did your Siesta Key radar go up?
It did. Well, and Mike kept asking everybody, like waitresses or bartenders, do you guys know those Siesta Key people? And they do not like them over there because they say they are not really from Siesta Key, but they're from around Siesta Key.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So we're sitting there, the cameras come up, and me and Ashley are, oh my gosh, you know. So,
starstruck.
Yeah. We go running down the sidewalk and go over to look, and yeah, they were filming at a little restaurant down the road, Brandon and Amanda, which I didn't know at that time, but now that we're watching the season, they have a little love interest. Right. So we just kind of watched what was going on from a distance, and then it was over. They left. They both got into some Ubers and took off.
You didn't run after them?
No.
I'm like, hey, remember me? I'm your cousin.
Yeah.
I like you on Instagram.
Well, that's a funny story because later we went to the Beach Club, which is across the street, and we were there the night before. Had a really fun time, good music, you know. And so we go back the next night and ended up that they were there. Probably 4 or 5 of the cast members were there. They were on the stage with security the whole time, but that was fun. We had a good time seeing that.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, didn't you end up running into Amanda? Or
I did.
You went on the back? You were like on the back patio or something, and you saw her walk by?
Yeah, and I dorked out. I'm like, I love you, Amanda! She says, I love you too!
That's awesome! Now you have to DM her on Instagram and be like, remember me? I said I love you.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah.
Well, I think it was almost that. Well, let's see. It was last summer too. James and Taylor and I, we went to Sanibel Island and stayed the weekend. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to ride up to Siesta Key.
Gotcha.
With all intentions of going there to see them.
Find somebody.
Oh, heck yeah, I am. I am. So we go to the bar in season 1 where Chloe worked. Like on the water, there's like a little bar, and I thought it would be that was our destination. That's what I plugged in the address of the phone. So I kind of knew someone like they have to be at the bar, right? Or somebody has to be working. Right. First of all, we get there, we go over this rickety old bridge. And on the left, it looks like our version of the Coconut.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I am like, this is the smallest bar ever. How do they make it look so big on TV? Because it shows, them coming in on the boat and docking. I didn't even see a dock. And I was like, it was windy, and James was like, we are not getting out of this car. I'm like, I don't want to get out. I'm so disappointed. I'm like, keep driving. Let's go find Alex's house. So I was like, Taylor, pull it up on the phone. So she like Googled it, and she went on like the property appraiser's website.
Right.
I don't know, somehow
That's
we
my
found
girl.
But we was all the way down the other key, so we ended up we just drove around aimlessly Siesta Key, which we saw the little cottages, and it does seem like a cool little, or the hotel rooms and the way it's set up. So it does seem like a cool place just to go for a vacation and hopefully be able to run into the cast members.
Run into somebody.
We went to that little bar you're talking about too. It's actually quite far away from Siesta Key.
It is.
It's about a 15-minute drive.
Right.
But Alex, his dad does live at the end of Siesta Key.
Yes.
So he does live there. Mm-hmm. But the other, from what I heard from people around town.
The word on the street.
They're not legit.
They're not legit. We could do something in Martin County.
What are we going to call it?
I don't know.
Palm City Farms?
Palm City Farmers or something. Western Martin County. Because that's where they're moving the fair to.
Western Palm City. That's what he called it, Western Palm City.
Western Palm City.
Yes.
We could totally do that. Oh my gosh, I could totally, yeah.
Well, Shannon lives in Jensen, though, so we could have, that's a little cooler than Western Palm City.
Right.
Well, a while back, there was a, where they were trying to get Treasure Coast Real Housewives.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd have been good.
And
I know
they were talking to a few people, like a few Palm City people.
Yeah.
But it never panned out, so I don't know whatever.
I could totally see Palm City moms doing that.
Mm-hmm. Some of them. I know, as I said, I know a bunch of Karens who think they should be on that show.
Well, I know a lot of Karens, and I would be the one that would just come in there and just make it become a hot damn mess.
You'd be the reason people watch.
That's right. I'd make the Karen stories come true.
Would.
Yes.
Oh, I can't stand. Oh.
So you just started watching Siesta Key, like season 3, but we've been watching since the beginning of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that first of all, reality, it's a dirty pleasure, right? And I think my reason I watched reality shows, it's like an escape time. You know, it's funny because I think Stassi even talks about it, like she, likes to watch reality shows because, and especially I like to watch them by myself, but my husband likes to watch them. He's a closet, reality show junkie too. Yeah,
I'm calling him out
That's
now.
right. He was a big one on the Bachelorette, or was it the Bachelor or the Bachelorette? The Bachelor.
He watches, watches all of them.
Because he knew Hannah Brown. I remember he knew all of the girls.
Mm-hmm. He friend requested Kate
Shut
from
the front
Below
door.
Deck.
He did not. Is it a legit Kate, though? Is it legit?
Yes.
Have you seen, real quick about Below Deck, there's like 7 seasons of Below Deck. She, I think, became on season 2 and has kind of morphed into season 7. She's had so much plastic surgery. Wow, I just shocked me because I went to season 2.
Oh, yeah, because you're catching up and then you're like, whoa.
Yeah. But I just picked up on that. But
you can see that on Vanderpump too, like, because I had Jason restart rewatching from the beginning, and then it was like so many, and I was like, well, we'll just start watching this season. He's like, man, she looks different.
She does, yeah, definitely. Going back to like Siesta Key, what do you think is like the guilty, like what do you think draws you in to want to watch it? Like, what's your favorite character and what's your least favorite character? I don't say character, I should say cast member.
Key, have a favorite on Siesta Key.
It's kind of just like the drama of all of them.
So what's interesting,
watching it implode,
I think, is that it hasn't been announced on Siesta Key yet, which I'm sure it'll be in an upcoming episode. But Alex's girlfriend's pregnant.
Yeah.
There was a picture on Instagram of her in a white dress and her holding her belly, and so that throws a whole nother wrench, right? Because where'd she come from?
Well, it changes their drama too, because the drama is the Alex Juliet drama of this and that, and so now what's in this Robbie guy, like, again, so at first I was like, okay, cool, he seems like a cool dude, right? Then he stole the phone.
And he threw it in the water.
And like he cannot say enough how like you guys need to act like adults or we're grown up. I'm like, oh my god, you're such a tool. Like I can't.
So that he's from The Bachelorette.
Yes.
Right.
And then he's on Bachelor Paradise.
Right. Yeah.
He's a show jumper. He's just trying to get on a show.
Well, for his business, and then like
right. Yeah. Because he did Vanderpump. He's been trying to get on a show and stick.
Oh.
But it's not working out.
He's not working out.
No.
And they said that he was from Siesta Key, which kind of followed in line with why him and Alex were friends back in the day. So
which is weird because he's in his mid-30s.
That's what it makes sense to me either. Like, it's a friend of mine. I'm thinking, no, this is a story that's been made up because there's like, how was your friend?
Right.
Show me how you guys were friends. Did you like have a business deal together with his dad? Your parents are friends? Something like that, because they didn't go to school together.
No.
He's just somebody that he had to have known somewhere.
Or that the show just said this guy's coming on.
Right.
And we need the storyline to say he was your friend.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I don't get that.
Because you can see some of that stuff go down where it's like, this was totally set up by production.
Right. Yeah. Well, I will have to say, I have to give a shout out to Amanda's ass. Because she's got a beautiful butt.
Oh, she was wearing that thong the other night. I was like, whoa, Jason's like, whoa, it's a thong party.
That's like a shelf. I could put my beer on it. I'm not. I mean, I'm always mesmerized by her butt.
And I'd love to say it's because she's in her 20s, but I'll tell you what, my butt didn't look like that in my 20s.
No, I feel like I need to like get it lifted. I need to get some spray paint or tan spray. I just want an ass like that. But in your early 20s, I guess you can rock it like that. And the other thing, what about Madison and Ish?
I know.
He's like 46.
Yeah, that's a strange.
Yeah, and the whole
I don't get
pregnancy scare. I have to call you because there's something I need to tell you.
Mm-hmm. I took a pregnancy test. He's like, okay, what to say? He's like, I'm too scared to look.
I'm not calling anybody. And then when it says positive or negative, I'm running to Walmart to get more.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not calling someone to, like, at work in Canada.
In Canada, yeah. I was like, you're so stupid. Yes.
And she cries over him all the time.
Yes.
And you're a beautiful 20-year-old girl,
Yeah.
and you're crying over a 46-year-old man who's working in Canada.
Yeah.
Right. Like, get over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I actually have to say, I have to call MTV because you know I'm all about making complaints when I need to. So, MTV, it comes on MTV on Monday nights at 9. For whatever reason, it did not come on my MTV. Like, it was ridiculousness all night.
It comes on Tuesday night.
8.
Yeah, it's
Oh, when did it switch to Tuesday?
You're completely off. That's why.
Since the beginning of this season.
Really?
I was like, it comes on Monday? That's really
'Cause
weird. I thought
Vanderpump
it comes on
and-
Tuesday because,
Yes, Tuesday at 8.
because it's the same night fall on Tuesday.
I guess I won't complain because I just go back and watch.
Saved you.
I go back on demand like a dum-dum. It used to be Monday nights.
Yeah.
And I think Bachelorette or was something goes on Monday nights. So
Bachelor's
Yeah,
on Mondays.
Mondays. Okay. All right. I need to make sure I keep keep that comment to
I
myself.
was watching it the other day. That Kelsey girl, man, she, good thing she's pretty because she says to the guy, she says, well, you have a good shoulder on your head.
Good.
Jason says, did she just say what I think she says? Like, she did.
Did they correct her? Because I heard
she
it
said
too.
it, well, and then he corrected her. The guy,
Okay.
he's like, you mean a good head on my shoulder? Oh, yeah.
Well, she or he's got some pretty teeth.
Which one? The guy that she's
The
dating?
new
her?
guy
Yeah.
that
The
works
boss?
with Robbie.
Yeah.
He was cute.
Yeah, he is a cutie.
What's the other guy's name? Was it Jared?
Jared.
He was, I thought, but see, I like that. That's my look.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the more manly, like.
The beard, the manly. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
like-
married. Did
He
you?
was at the club that night.
Was he?
He accidentally ran into Dan.
Or did Dane run into
Dan,
him?
you just ran into Siesta Key
He's like, "Wait, you get out of my way."
Yeah, he's definitely. The show just said that
He
he's
was married. And she's coming back to wreck his world, is what the preview was for this week.
And him and Juliet have kind of had a little thing going. I feel like they've been kind of on and off. I always thought that
Kelsey. Yeah.
Kelsey. I always thought that Kelsey and what's the one guy? Oh, he's dating Kira. Who I cannot
Garrett.
Garrett. I always
He's
thought
so cute.
he is cute, and he is like a fitness buff
He
guy.
reminds
Yeah.
me of your son.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like this nice kid that's just like. But I only watching him now, and he doesn't talk much because he's
Yeah.
not on the season, so I don't know what he did 1 and 2. So I can't.
He was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
pretty
really
quiet.
changed.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he comes from a less privileged life. Like he had like a Mustang, like an older Mustang. So he's then like kind of hanging out with all of these kids that have money, and so he's kind of morphed into. He still remains seem to be true to himself. He's been a big fitness buff guy. I follow him on Instagram.
G-Baby.
G-Baby. I almost bought his workout stuff, but you know, I'm not
Day 2
consistent.
your New Year's resolution, it was gone. You didn't need it anymore.
You can get a one-on-one personal training session with him for 15 minutes. It was like $300 or something.
You
Almost-
gotta drive over there and get it.
It's on the phone, but still, I think it's FaceTime. But just to like the whole time, I wouldn't even be working out. I'd be screenshotting. I'm on the phone with G Baby. Yes. Or videotaping him from the back.
Ma'am, do you want to learn this workout? No.
Do I look like I need to learn this?
I wonder
Well-
how many people do that though.
Yeah. Listen,
I'm
I paid
sure.
you $300. You're mine for the next 15.
And I will milk every $300. I'll make them talk dirty to me.
Exactly.
Now, how do I pick up that weight?
Exactly.
With my butt
Exactly.
or my thighs?
That's what I mean. You own him. You bought him for 15 minutes.
I'm working. I'm going to own it.
Exactly.
I'm going to get my 15 minutes worth.
Exactly.
So I have to say another show that you guys watch that I'm not too familiar with and I'm trying to become familiar with it, there's just so many seasons, is Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah.
And we went and seen Stassi, which was a great time. It was Shannon. It was a great idea. That was such, and you had the best seats in the house.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
They
it
were
was so
amazing.
much
It was the
fun.
best trip. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really
were
cool.
good.
And I think what's funny too is the fire alarm.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
That was the funniest part, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the fire alarm starts going off because she has like some smoke on the stage. It's kind of, which is
A
kind of
fog
cool.
machine,
A fog
like a-
machine.
yeah.
And all of a sudden the alarm goes off and nobody moves.
But it happened to be right at the cut of a video that she was showing, so it looked like it was part of the show.
It did. You're
so
right.
You weren't sure if it was like theatrics or reality.
Right.
Right.
And then you look around and nobody's moving, so you're like, okay, cool, we're good.
But once you saw the doors open and
Yes.
the ushers in the doorway, you were like, oh wait, I think this is for real.
Yeah.
Right.
But we still didn't know what to do because nobody did anything.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, all of a sudden of had a flash of like, you hear things on the news.
Yeah.
That things happen in theaters. And I'm like, oh my God, are we going to die here?
Yeah. It's proof, that we're all sheep.
I feel like I got to call somebody. Like, hey, I love you. Yeah. Shit's about to go down.
Exactly. We're about to burn to a crisp.
Right. But
she said the same thing. She did her story on Instagram and recorded the fire alarm going off. Either her or Bo did. I can't remember. But she had on there, I can't believe nobody's leaving. We have a fire alarm going, and they're all sitting out here still.
She is that badass of a person.
Exactly.
People are like, we're going to sit right here and wait for this. Yep. And she made a comment, too, when she came out on the stage. So
she's like, y'all are badass. And our badass are stupid.
Yeah. So how did her and Bo meet? How long have they been dating?
Katie and Tom introduced them because he lived in the building with Katie and Tom. So he kind of hung out in their friend group behind the scenes. When they weren't showing, he would hang out and do stuff. And they kept saying, "You need to meet this guy," blah blah blah. And finally, one day she agreed. And
because she was dating someone serious before that, right?
She was dating Patrick.
Okay,
but he was a real jerk.
Okay,
real condescending, not a nice guy.
Well, it looks like she got a new house too recently.
Yeah, she just on Insta. She's repainting everything, and
I told her, she put something on her story, so I communicated with her. Like she didn't respond because there's like 1,000 of us, but she's like, should I think it was her cabinets, like she wanted, or maybe it was the walls, like should she go glossy or the cabinet glossy or not glossy? I'm like, not glossy, make it look original. Like I don't know what, but I commented, I was like, at Stassi, I'm talking to you. Stalker.
Exactly. You're like, I just need someone to respond.
Something.
Michelle did that once.
Do that.
She responded to
I asked Catherine from Southern Charm a question and she answered
You
it.
did? Oh, very cool. Which is that show coming back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They must be recording. I fell in love with Charleston when I started. Southern Charm is also a really cool one.
Yeah, I've watched it. I watched the beginning seasons of it, and then honestly, I think when Jason and I started dating, it's just when we kind of stopped watching because I wasn't by myself at home anymore.
Right.
And so I stopped watching a lot of my reality shows.
Well, not Karen. I'm thinking of Karen. Cameron actually was on Real World. Mm-hmm. I don't know, in the 90s on an actual season. So I thought that's kind of funny now to see her years later and married to a doctor with a baby and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's kind of funny.
Well, it is funny on some of these people and how they cross over, like Robbie on Siesta Key, being on The Bachelorette, and being on Vanderpump, and on Siesta Key now. Stassi was on The Amazing Race.
Was that her first show?
Yeah.
Yes, and then she was on something else with, she talked about it on her podcast with that comedian. They did something together, and then she got Vanderpump.
So how long has she been on Vanderpump?
Whole time? Was it
like
8
years?
seasons?
8 years.
Yeah.
So what is the dynamic, or what is the storyline with Vanderpump? Like, set the stage.
Well, she's like, so they say that, like, although it is a cast, they were all originally friends. Like, they were truly friends that came on the show.
Well, they all worked together at SUR.
Right.
Okay.
So it starts at SUR, and then, which Lisa Vanderpump owns.
Okay.
And then they all worked together, and they all became friends, and then from there, it's the drama of everybody hanging out and sleeping together and partying and drinking
and Lisa Vanderpump was a Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And she went to the producers because the way that her staff was, and they were young and beautiful, and so she went to them about this show and to have this show.
Gotcha. So did Stassi ever work there, or she was just okay?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
The original cast, which is Stassi and
Katie,
Jack. Sheena was she just started on that first season.
And Sheena might be a little sketch as a cast member because Sheena messed around with Brandy's ex-husband when they were married, and Brandy was on Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So they did cross over Real House Beverly Hills with Vanderpump that first season. So Sheena may have been like put into that cast for that reason.
She was planted.
Exactly. So
I
don't think she was a server. I think she was put into that so it crossed over well so that they can get viewership.
Well, and they had a storyline and a good one. You know.
And she's just
she's
just crazy, so it works out well completely. Like she's one of those ones that you're like, oh, okay, she's all right. But nope, she's not.
The crazy thing is all the girls love her, like the old girls, like
right?
Stassi and Katie, and they all love her. Back then they couldn't stand her.
Right. I mean, they still make fun of her. They were still making fun of her the other day.
She's kind of the friend that you can always pick on.
Yeah.
And that'll take it and
And
not start a big thing about it, but you know, you love her, but you're like, what is she doing now?
Exactly. Like, ugh. She's a man lover. Like, she just can't, just be like, hey, she goes from dating to wanting to be married to you in about 20 minutes.
Oh, so she goes from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. She does the steps.
I did watch it not too long ago. I think they were at the bachelorette party
in Miami.
Yes.
I mean, it was the funniest scene. Do you see the scene the next morning with Brittany and Jax? And Jax is like, I just wasn't a part of it. And Bravo cuts into all the scenes, and he's like motorboating them.
Oh, that's when they went to the strip club because they looked like they were dressed up like old people.
I know that was the next episode, but no, on his part of the bachelor party, he's like, you know the other guys, they really got into it. And then Bravo cuts to Jax motorboating the stripper, and then I just really just kind of sat on the outskirts. He's getting a lap dance. Like, it was like, Jason's like, they know this is going to be shown, right?
I don't think Jax cares, though.
He doesn't. No.
I'm surprised he's getting married.
Yeah, and then that episode I watched, I caught up from this week, was the whole issue with their pastor. And I thought it was, way overblown. Everyone in this world, gets to have their own opinion and their own thoughts. And I really thought it was pretty crappy of them to, call... This is her childhood pastor, or supposedly, a family friend. And whether he says things that you agree with or not, I don't agree with things Kim says and does all the time, but she's still my friend, and we can still live in a world together.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, but as a show, it's a very LGBTQ, whatever, community. So they have to show as, we are not going to allow that. Even with the two, Max and Brett. Yeah. With the two of them. They made comments back in the day, and it was found out after the show had taped. Mm-hmm. So now they've been cut out. All their interviews have been cut out. Stuff. Yeah. So they are on the show, but none of their interviews are being shown anymore. And
because they're not going to be on it next season.
Right.
Probably not, yeah.
I mean, I get it, and I understand that part of it. I just think that it's, something that was made, for them, is that you can't be completely one-sided to everything in life. And, you can totally still support somebody and support somebody else who has different views. I mean, there's Democrats and Republicans who don't agree on anything, and we could still be friends,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's the world we live in.
I know.
It's unfortunate.
Could always have made an announcement that we do not agree with his views, but there's a lot of people in religious places in this country that don't agree with that.
Right.
So they fired him and they hired
Lance Bass, which I think is awesome, though. I mean,
Lance Bass. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, I think it's awesome. I think my bigger issue with it wasn't even so much the pastor. I don't really care what they do. It was Sandoval's response to it and him attacking them. And Stassi's like, "Why are you playing a martyr? This has nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. They took care of it." And he's like, "But I just want to know why you waited so long. Who cares?"
Right. Well, Sandoval's
he's such a dick.
He's a drama starter.
That whole
he's always
searching
for some kind of storyline.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that fight with her, her book signing at the Tom Tom, and he could kick her out of the bar if he wanted to, and I was like, you own a grain of salt in that bar.
Okay? 5%.
Let's discuss how much of this you own, number one. Number two, you're only an owner so that Lisa can use your name.
Right.
And get more out of this. And you have to do all the work, and you own 5%. So let's be realistic on this.
You bought Stassi's book. Did you buy Stassi's book? Mm-hmm. Have you read it all?
Yeah, yes. I read it.
Really? Wow. I read it twice. You gotta give me what's the footnotes of it? Because I thought about buying it, but what is she? Does she just talk about life and mac and cheese and ranch?
Yeah,
yeah. It's just funny. A lot of lists of her favorites and what a basic bitch is.
Okay.
And,
and just how she started out, and how she went from she's always wanted to be an actress, and kind of her that and growing up, and just stories of her of her life. So, but they're funny.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah,
it's a
funny little anecdotes and stuff of just being basic and being that's okay.
Yeah, being okay with being basic. You don't have to be why you gotta put it out there and be so unique and in Taylor Swift terms, always reinvent yourself.
That's right.
Just be basic. It's okay.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You don't have to always try to impress people.
Mm-hmm. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. People will love you for who you are. It's okay. That's cool. Yeah. And she's beautiful, but I also think she's real.
Oh, for sure.
That's the one thing from going to her, watching her on stage was kind of turned me on to following her and
her podcast.
And her podcast. I listened to her podcast. And she had this one podcast that just dropped, I think it was Friday when it dropped, this one that dropped this week. She has someone on her podcast, which I thought was awesome. She's an executive producer.
Of Comedy
Central. And she wrote a book, and she was just talking about self-help and how she's kind of had some issues, and she's just be yourself, and how she journals, and that's really helped her. And so, I mean, there was another side of like Stassi. Normally, I mean, she's funny. Don't get me wrong, but I really connected to this past podcast.
It was a long one.
It was a long one. I was like, all right, I'm staying in this one. Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It's how to, take care of yourself first, and
and it's
then
okay.
will come.
And it's okay. Like take Monday night to just do you and eat Haagen-Dazs, a whole pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and to watch a reality show.
Reality.
Who cares?
I have to tell myself that's why I watch so much reality.
Yeah.
You need some me time.
I need me time.
Yes.
That's right. The
need more me
escape.
time.
The escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. You come out here and escape.
I do.
Yeah.
That is. I always come out here and Reagan goes to church with Mimi, and then I come back in and Jason's like watching whatever on TV, and I'm thinking, I look around, I'm like, bathroom's still dirty.
Right?
I'm like, that's why I left him with a chore of making pasta salad today.
I call it couch mode. Is that what I call it?
Couch mode. My husband's in couch mode.
Couch mode, 24/7 couch mode.
But I figure I'm taking my time out here. He can take his time in there, and then we'll clean the bathroom together, I guess, when I'm done.
Yeah.
But he's also a man. He doesn't think that way. So Jason will go play softball, and I'll clean out our closets while he's gone, or clean the bathroom, because I don't want to waste our time together doing these things. So let me get him done while he's not here.
Right. I just cleaned out my entire jewelry box yesterday.
Girl, you got jewels?
I found some stuff, man. I found one earring, not the other. I had teeth in there. I had my dog's teeth.
Your dog's not your daughter's.
I have the kids' teeth in my jewelry box from when they were little, and I'm like, what am I saving this for?
Why?
What are you going to do with it?
Right. Because when my dog was a puppy, Bella, I have like 4 teeth in there. I'm like, what am I doing with these teeth? So over the years, you just collect, you lose one earring, and James has bought me like a few, and I've lost one, so I'm hoping I can put the 2 together at some point.
Are they real?
Yeah, they're real.
They go take them and sell the gold.
But I buy so many cheapos, I don't know which one's real.
They'll tell you.
And I can kind of tell it's kind of turning a little.
Well, they'll tell you. They'll take it and they'll test it.
I figure I'm just going to say, here's
my family heirloom.
These are there. Figure out which one's real. There's like 20 of them.
You're like, no, like, you mean my stone from the Titanic's not real?
What? It's so funny because back in the day, older people it's when people describe gold, like you ever talk to your grandparents, like this is real gold. It's like, really? But gold was a big deal back in the day.
Yeah.
So to them, it's like, it's got like a quarter of a little leaf of gold.
Right.
This is real. Hold on to this. So I felt pretty accomplished yesterday cleaning out my jewelry box, as a side note. Just saying, it was taking me time.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Well, I cleaned out Reagan's cup.
You cleaned out her cups.
Her cups, like her sippy cups. They had so many of them that she'd chew the straw off of one, and we still had it. Why? I don't know.
Did you match the lids up to all of them?
I cleaned them out because they should be like, I want this one. And we're like, no, that one leaks. I'm thinking, why the heck do we still have the one that
That's
leaks?
right.
Like, we should have thrown it
Just
away.
in case, you never
know.
know.
I went through it. We have 4 cups now.
That's the way to do it. Minimize.
Oh.
Minimize.
And she was sleeping, so she didn't know I was throwing away old Minnie Mouse cup, or Princess cup.
Yeah, definitely.
And Jason's like, well, we can get new straws. I'm like, that sounds like something I would say because I'm frugal.
Right.
And I'm thinking, so now I got to store the bottom and the top of this cup until we buy new straws.
No.
Just toss it.
Just get rid of it. They accumulate so fast.
Yeah.
They do.
He's like, we can buy a new cup for $4 and the straw's $2.50.
Yeah.
Just
get it all, start all over. That's like taking out your Tupperware and all your lids. I do that every 6 months because somehow you always end up with more bowls than lids and lids than bowls. So I have to match them all up.
We did that. That was probably the hardest part about living with mom and dad was the Tupperware situation.
Getting rid of it.
And so, so Mimi has she saves Tupperware. So she saves the ham container.
Or country crock.
Yeah. And
my mom does.
No, we're not that bad. We're not in the margarine container.
I still do that. You just gotta let it soak for a couple days.
But she probably spend more in Dawn dish detergent cleaning it. But she the ham comes in the clear plastic with the red. So that became a lot of our Tupperware. So Jason and I found Tupperware on Black Friday and we went to Walmart and bought her 3 sets. And then we cleaned out all the old stuff. We didn't throw it away. We put it in bags for her so she I could imagine someone came into my house and did that to me, Yeah. And we set it all up all nice.
Nice.
Doesn't look that way now, does it?
She brought the old stuff back.
Of course.
Now we have all of it. We have the old stuff and the new stuff.
I know where Weston gets it from. He keeps his everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Papers from school.
Really?
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're his treasures.
Yeah.
So his room is
Full of treasures.
Full of treasures.
Full of treasures. He gets it from his grampy. I mean, you can look outside here and see all the junk.
Treasures. The
Yeah.
treasures, Shannon. The
Treasures. Sorry, the treasures.
Treasures. Isn't that funny how kids pick up on stuff like that? Hoarders, I've watched Hoarders, and sometimes they show that the kids kind of have picked up on their parents' habits. I know when we went camping last weekend, I'll tell you, I've decided we're moving into a camper because then I can minimize. I don't need all of this stuff. It only takes you 30 minutes to clean.
Yep, clean the whole camper in 30 minutes.
Done. So when I retire, that's what we're going to do. Do you have an obsession with something that like vacuum cleaners?
Love
Do you have an
vacuums.
obsession with something in particular?
Nothing I can think of.
I love rugs. Rugs. So I dropped off Taylor at school the other night, or she's taking a test at IRSC, and I was like, well, I got some time to kill. I'm going to go to Bell's. I had some Bell's bucks.
Okay.
So I go to Bell's, give me some rugs. So I go pick up Taylor. She goes, oh, where did you go for that, 30 minutes? I'm like, I went to Bell's. She goes, you bought rugs, didn't you? That's when I knew I had a problem.
Yeah.
When my kid calls me out. I just have this obsession with rugs. I don't know.
But Old Time Pottery has a ton, and they're not that expensive.
No, you're right. And I'm like always throwing out rugs, because I think with the dog hairs. Yeah, I think when James and I first started dating, I'll never forget this. He has white tile, we have white tile in our kitchen. He had an entire area rug in the kitchen to like cover up the white tile. And I'm telling you, it's the size of this camper. I'm like, I don't think this size. I'm like, he's obsessed with rugs too.
We're a match made in heaven.
This is meant to be.
Soulmate.
Yeah, so I have an obsession with rugs. So I'm always burning rugs.
Oh yeah, I love vacuums. And I think Jason and I put one on our wedding registry, and I don't know who bought it, but I think they asked Jason, like, you sure that she wants this? He's like, yeah. She's not insulted by any means by the vacuum.
It's funny. I just remembered a story. Did I ever tell you the story about when I brought the ironing board to the wedding?
I think you did, but I can't remember.
So when I was like when you said wedding registry, it just reminded me of this story. So I was like in my early 20s. I maybe went to one or two weddings. So on the registry, this is back when Service Merchandise was around. Remember that place?
I was a cashier. I used to come down the conveyor belt for the guys in the warehouse and hand them there. Yeah.
Really?
Stacy worked there too.
Oh, that's right, she did. Well, they were registered there, and so they registered for an iron and an ironing board, and not just a small ironing board. I'm talking.
It was like the 6 foot iron.
6 foot one. I'm like, well, I kind of was last minute. That was like the last thing that was left. I'm like, all right, I'll get it. So I wrapped the ironing board.
You didn't put like a bow on it? You wrapped it?
I wrapped it and then put a bow on it and walked that thing right into the church. I'd only been to like one wedding. I didn't know. I'm like, I've got this ironing board in the church underneath my arm with the iron underneath the other arm, and I'm like walking in there, and I'm like, nobody else has presents. So I quickly turned around. I was so embarrassed. Like, who saw me? So then they actually had the reception at oh my gosh, not Dos Amigos. What's that one? There was a restaurant. It was a Cuban restaurant that used to be around here.
Don Ramon.
Don Ramon's. And so I brought it in there, and it was like I'm walking into the reception with this big ironing board, and I'm like, where's the gift table? I need to get it there. So it was like
it was me that had the ironing board walking in the church.
It was across the damn room. Somebody saw me walk in with this ironing board, and I propped it up against the wall. The rest were just like, there's cards.
Yeah, cards.
I'll never forget that. So I refuse to buy people's stuff from their registry.
Unless it's a shower.
A shower?
Well, you usually buy registry.
A bridal shower, yes. That's probably the most appropriate place. That's probably where I should have brought it.
Yes. That's where you bring the gifts to, is to the shower.
I don't know.
And to the wedding cards. People love
I had to learn wedding etiquette gift giving 101 on my own. Okay? I'm like, you didn't have Google back then,
that's
so I didn't know.
That's my advice at 40. I don't know what my advice at 20 would have been.
Yeah,
so
that's my
bring the ironing board.
I can't. Oh my god, I was so mortified over that. I'll never forget that. So I refuse to buy anything. Maybe like bridal shower. I'm still like, unless Amazon now you can ship it to people's houses. So it's a little different.
That's easy. Yeah.
Makes it. It's kind of impersonal, but it still works.
Yeah, we discussed our whole wedding registry on.
Yeah, it was one of the episodes. Yeah,
episode 2, I think, with you. How Jason and I did our registry.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for the reality show breakdown, and
we'll have to come back with some other reality shows.
Yeah, we'll have to catch up because we watch I watched Below Deck. Let's see, Southern Charm. That's going to be coming back out.
That's my second favorite.
My favorite, Big Brother.
Big Brother. Big Brother.
The Bachelor. We didn't talk about that.
No, we didn't talk about The Bachelor. And then you've got Hannah Brown. So love her. The Bachelorette is just hard to follow because, The Bachelor. No, The Bachelor with Peter, because those chicks are just whack.
Yeah.
Like this season, I feel like is just all
terrible.
It's been
derailed.
A season, yeah.
Which is really odd because all those people are vetted. So like they talk about how before you go on reality TV, you have to go through like psych evaluations, and I'm like, this person passed.
Played a good game.
They're definitely a psycho. They got past that evaluation.
Some of them passed because of that, though.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
They know
they need them. Yeah.
They probably know that they'll make a good storyline. Yeah. Right. The crazier, the better.
I always find if I watch too much of it, I start to become like, because all they do is fight, and so then I start to become like a little more like
anxious and
you
want to fight.
Wound up. Like I'm.
My.
It's like, man.
Or when they Or like
Or you start calling people out more.
Yeah.
That's what they do on
That's what
reality
they do. It's
shows. I'm like, I see it on TV all day. I can do it too.
I don't care. I give no cares. I'm just gonna call you out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's a stage with a camera.
But I feel like the original, like, in real, I don't even know, is Real World even on anymore? Or Road Rules? Because that was like,
they do the
They have the
challenge.
challenge.
Challenges.
That's great. I love that
I love
show
the challenges too.
because that was the original reality show, like the MTV, kind of broke the mold on that one and just kind of
That's
invented.
what started, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should have like our husbands walk around with cameras and pretend that we're on a show.
Oh my
and walk
gosh.
around town and like.
Love it.
Do it.
Let's do it.
People will be looking at us like, who are these ladies?
We'll hire somebody because they'll know it's our husbands if they people that we know especially. But we'll hire like somebody to just walk with like a fake camera and just like make fake scenes with us like at restaurants.
Yes.
Done.
Do it.
Done.
And then the only way people will know it's not real is if they actually listen to this podcast.
That's right. That's right. We should. I'm like, where are we at today?
Exactly.
We
We should
gotta-
make like a series.
We
for the
could.
podcast
That's
of like
right.
where our fake reality show went.
Oh my gosh. Well, we could call like downtown Stuart.
Yeah.
Downtown, or call it. We could call it something.
Yes.
And like, and then we'll go to lunch. Right. We'll have a girls' lunch. and, like,
Yes. Yes.
talking catty shit. Like, I cannot believe she did that to me the other night. Just make up stupid stuff.
We'll get loud.
Have
Get
a big
real out.
confrontation.
Yes.
Yeah. But then we need somebody to, because I mean, I'm learning the tech world a little bit, but I'm not. So I need to have like somebody to come in and like make
You
the
need
music.
to get some of the kids from the high school, the media.
Yes,
Yes.
that's right. That's it.
We just
can
need
have
to
the
start
kids
with
do
just
it.
a fake camera and a boom.
But I need walking around town, walking into Charlie's, with a
Walking
camera
and talking with Mike.
walking and talking with Mike and Kim. Oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's it. I'm gonna start working on that production on our fake. Maybe somebody will pick it up.
You never know.
So we'll send it in.
I actually wanted to. I wrote it was kind of like a storyline for, and I actually submitted MTV way back in the day for a Trailer Park. He was back in the day. That's when Trailer Park Boys, or like we were talking about, we could have like a traveling trailer and go out to Indian Town and film.
Right.
Just give them like beer and 4 chickens or something. I don't know. That was what I was thinking.
4 chickens. Maybe they want 6 chickens, Kim.
They can figure out how to
Who are you
sparse
going
it
to give
out.
it to?
Just random people and that live in trailers that I could talk to and let me come in and explore their trailer and just talk about trailer life. So something along not that we do that, but we could definitely have some type of.
I'm gonna start working on this.
You should. Where are we going to go first? Charlie's.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably kick us.
Coconut. We'll go the
You have
coconut.
to ask for permission to film. Like we'd like go to Dawn and be like, "Hey, we're working on this reality show. Can we film at Charlie's?"
I'm sure she would totally give us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't tell her it's fake.
No, and then we'll just then we can have her put on the board that says closed for filming.
And we won't tell anyone. Except, I guess they're
No.
gonna listen to this, but like the people who hate us, who be like, they're filming because they don't listen anyway. They just want to hate us and don't listen. You know what I'm talking about?
No, we'll just go live on Instagram.
The House of D's.
Yeah, the House of D's. Just people
Haters.
haters. Yeah.
So we send each other emoji. It's a house and an eggplant.
Yeah.
They're a house of eggplant. Like that's somebody text each other. I'm like, I just talked to so and so. A house of.
But it's really bad when there's like a full house of D's.
Yeah.
Like they all live together.
Yeah.
Like there could be one D in the house, but when there's a house of D's, totally bad.
Well,
Yeah.
you know you're good when you have that, though.
I know.
All of these reality stars and
Yes.
famous people, they always have the trolls that
They do.
hate on them.
They have
do.
a lot
That
of
means
house
you're
of
doing
D's.
good.
Yeah. That's true. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. That's right.
So, all right, we're gonna work on this.
We are.
Yep.
Do it.
Yep.
Oh,
We've
gosh.
got our idea right now.
That's right. Let's go now. We can go to the bar.
Yeah. We'll start
drink.
the story.
We'll get one of the kids. It's still daytime. They can come to the bar with us.
Till 9 o'clock at night.
Till 9 o'clock. Classy.
Exactly.
Can you see us going to like the high school? I'm like, hey, can we borrow a few kids tonight to film?
Yeah. They're like, what are you doing? Oh, we're just going bar hopping.
We're low budget. We just paid $300 for these microphones set up. We got to work slowly into this.
It's a pregnant girl going bar hopping.
Exactly. Like, don't worry, she'll drive. She can't drink.
And I'll just order drinks too, because sometimes they only give you one, but I can get 2 drinks off of her and just say I'm drinking hers.
Exactly.
So yeah.
All right, cool. All right, well, thanks, guys. We really appreciate it.